Is Venom in the MCU? Honestly, this is going to be a quick video, guys, because the straightforward, right-in-your-face answer is no, it is not. But you may be wondering, why do people have that mixed up? Why are people assuming that it is in the MCU? Well, that's because Sony won't stop saying it is. Okay, so let me explain what happened. Like I said, the answer is no, it is not in the MCU. If that's all you wanted, this quick little video, bam, totally got you to click it. Thank you for clicking the video. I really appreciate that, and I'll see you next time. Follow me on Twitter. Yeah, okay, cool. So anyway, I pulled up an article right here to help really relay this information and make sure I got my quotes correct. But the reason that everyone is asking, is Venom in the MCU, is because Sony has literally said they want it in the MCU, to which Feige, the guy who runs the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, for those of you guys who have been living under a rock and are following Marvel movies but don't know the abbreviations for them, Feige has said no. No, it's not at all. Well, 2 days ago, and I got this article from comicbook.com, but 2 days ago, it officially came out that Sony finally admitted it's not in the MCU. The whole idea behind this is, honestly, Sony wanted you to be confused. They wanted you to have hope that this could be in the MCU. They wanted you to look at Venom and be like, oh my God, this could be in the MCU. And then Sony go, do you want it? Do you want it in the MCU? Because if you do, we can make that happen. We're Sony. We can do that. We can make it go. It didn't. It never happened. They wanted you confused as to what was actually going on. That was the whole entire point. So let me give you the quotes that I got here from this thing. Now, despite initial attempts to hitch it to Disney-owned Marvel Cinematic Universe, Venom's producer says the first entry of Sony's universe of Marvel characters, which is what they are dubbing their cinematic universe of Marvel characters, is a standalone movie solely based on the anti-hero played by Tom Hardy. The truth is, we set out to make a standalone movie. It is a standalone Venom movie. When asked if these series are connected, the opportunities are wide open for storytelling, but we made a movie about Eddie Brock and Venom, and it lives in the world of Venom right now. It is standalone, but we can do a lot of things, and we want to see where the next story is going to take us. So basically, even though Sony still owns the rights to Spider-Man, there was some kind of backdoor deal created to allow Spider-Man to enter into the MCU. Marvel themselves have a hand in the movies, which is why Homecoming was amazing, and that's why Spider-Man's able to appear in Civil War in the Infinity War movie, okay? But that doesn't mean anything else in the Spider-Man catalog is allowed into the entire Spider-Man thing other than things agreed on by Sony. So since that's the situation, anything that is in a Spider-Man movie cannot be in anything in the Sony cinematic universe. It's confusing, I know. To make it even more confusing, Sony came out and said various statements. Now, it's down here. Okay, so it all started last June when Amy Pascal, a producer on Spider-Man Homecoming and Venom, she's the one who negotiated the entire Spider-Man deal, and she has been causing so many issues on the Spider-Man front. She muddled the waters when she told a company called Film Starts that the movies will now take place in the world that we are creating for Peter Parker. Now, she basically characterized, either internally or accidentally, that the then unnamed Sony Universe of Marvel characters, what a weird name, was an offshoot of Marvel's 10 years series, like the MCU. She implied that it was a part of that, and whatever happens to Spider-Man would also be what happens in Venom. They just wouldn't directly correlate. That's what she implied, and my opinion, this entire thing was created to make you question it and go see Venom, assuming it was, well, it's a part of Spider-Man, so it has to be in that universe, so this is an MCU movie, so I gotta go see it. That's entirely what they wanted. They wanted you to be like, I'm gonna go see Venom, it's in the MCU. This is what it is. But like I said, the truth is it's not, because even though they reportedly reduced it from an R rating to PG-13 to make it work in the MCU, Kevin Feige has straight out said, we will never say never, but it isn't going to happen anytime soon. Okay? So basically what this boils down to is we have the Sony universe of Marvel characters and we have the MCU. If a character appears in Spider-Man or Infinity War or whatever, now it belongs to Disney again. Not fully. Sony still has the rights, but it basically belongs in the Sony staple of movies. If you see something in the Venom movie, such as basically they announced a Black Cat movie, a Silver Sable movie, they talked about a Silk movie, anything that they announce over here is in this Venomverse kind of a thing that they've created. They're not calling it their Venom universe, just Venom's the beginning of the Sony cinematic universe of the Sony Marvel universe, okay? Let's so we got the Marvel cinematic universe. Let's call this one the Sony universe Marvel character Smuck. So we got Smuck and we got MCU, okay? So if you want to watch the Venom universe and the Black Cat and the Silver Sable and the Silk movie and the potential of like the Spider-Gwen and all those other things, that's in the Smuck, okay? So Smuck is where they're at. I just like saying Smuck. Can we make that catch on? Hashtag Smuck! Anyway, I hope this clarifies the situation. Anything that happens in Venom is in this Smuck universe. Anything that happens in the Spider-Man situation is in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But as of right now, there is zero intention to cross them over. There's no one saying it's going to happen. There's no one on board with this. This is not happening right now. So, like I said at the beginning of the video, is Venom in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? No. Marvel is in the Smuck. Sony Cinematic Marvel Smuck. Sony Universal Marvel characters. For some reason, when I say Smuck, I can say it right in my head. Hashtag Smuck. Smuck! 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 Okay. Two things we're gonna go back to. It wouldn't be Smuck. It would be Sumk. So Sumk. So hashtag Sumk. We also looked up what Smuck means in the Urban Dictionary. It's funny.